The Ash, Lutzi and Susie O'Neill podcast.
This is exciting for me. I haven't seen Kelli Underwood, sports reporter, for ages. But before I welcome her, I reckon the big thing that when you came to my eye, Kelli, was when you were the first woman to commentate on the AFL radio and TV. Good morning.
Good morning to you, Susie. Yes, thank you for that. I haven't seen you for ages, you're right. But our mutual great mate, Crash Craddock, I rang him for his birthday last week and he said, I've just finished talking to Susie. I saw her 10 minutes ago. So
where'd you see
there
Crash?
You go. I spoke to Crash. I think, Susie, you must have caught up with him in the last week or so.
Yeah, I also texted him for his birthday because Crash Craddock is one that we all love. And
How'd you know it was his birthday? I texted him last week, but not about his birthday. Now I feel bad.
Oh, it was in my diary, of course, because he's one of my close friends. And then I happened to be going to the Courier Mail that day, and so he popped over and said hello. And how good was it when we were all on the back page together that once or twice?
Oh, so much fun, so much fun. I actually just got off the phone to speaking to Ryan Fitzgerald Fitzy in Sydney, obviously doing his brekkie show for Nova, and we were talking about the good old days of doing the back page. And I think that's the best green room I've ever been involved in, Susie, my 20-odd years of doing TV. Those meetings were just so much fun. You'd almost be wetting your pants with laughter, wouldn't you? It was great, and they're a great team, and I miss Crash terribly.
Oh, he's great.
He's pretty cool, isn't he?
So what do you mainly commentate now then? If you're not on the back page, you're obviously busy doing other things?
Yes, I'm doing, obviously AFL, so Fox Footy, AFL and AFLW. So we finished, obviously, the Brisbane. It feels like Brisbane's the centre of the AFL universe this year. It's quite extraordinary. So Fox Footy knocked out 216 men's games. And I just had a look, there's 107 women's games. So all up, we've done more than 300 games on Fox Footy this year. I feel like I've done most of them, so I'm looking forward to a break. But the good news is, guys, we've got 3 more games to go, and it does feature your Brisbane Lions. So what a story if the Lions men's and women's team can claim the premiership double in the same year. So no, in the AFLW competition, it's been going for 9 years, and no one's been able to go back-to-back, and your mighty Brisbane Lions women's team has the chance to do that. So they're going to host a prelim against the Adelaide Crows. Brilliant rivalry, this one. The 2 powerhouse clubs in the women's competition, and that's a game at 6:30 this Saturday night at Brighton Homes Arena in Springfield. So get down and check it out. And if they win, they'll advance through to a grand final, which will either be played in Brisbane or Melbourne. So it's quite remarkable. Their coach, Craig Starcevich, taking this team into a 5th preliminary final. From the 9 years of this competition, he's been the foundation coach all the way through. And Brisbane's got a really good record against the Crows. They've actually played 4 times in finals, in 2 grand finals. So you might remember all the way back in 2017 on the Gold Coast was the first ever women's grand final, and the Crows won that one. And then Brisbane hit back and won the 2021 flag, and the Lions have knocked the Crows out of the finals last year and the year before. So they'll go in the favourites, and they should be in another decider.
Kel, is that show that you're on too, the AFLW on Fox, do you just stream that, or is that on at a specific time?
No, we do that on Fox Footy straight after the final siren of every game.
Okay.
So just half-hour post-match, AFLW, talking all things women's footy. You know what? I love covering the women's footy because the difference is the difference between the men is that they're just themselves and they're happy to take the mickey out of themselves. And you know how the media gurus get into these blokes and say, you know, you've got to toe the company line and you can't say this and don't be controversial. Whereas the women, like their celebrations are fantastic. They just they love being there. It's a great time of year, obviously. You know that summer around the corner and just good vibes. Bit of a different crowd going to the games and everyone's happy. You know, it really is. I thoroughly enjoy covering this women's game. I think what Peter V'landys has done with the NRLW and the State of Origin has been nothing short of amazing. The respect that they have for them and throwing them on a Thursday night on prime time and drawing huge record sort of viewers has been sensational. And I think the AFL has been a bit slow out of the gates here, but they're slowly catching up, and it'll be its 10th season next year. And you can just see the quality's there. The quality's getting better. It's just about sort of promoting the game a bit more. And honestly, what your two AFL teams have been able to do with the men's and the women's, you guys should be so proud of them because everyone's jealous in Melbourne.
Well, hopefully they can bring home the flag, but we'll watch it all on KAYO.
Yep.
And you can tune into Fox Footy's new AFLW weekly program, AFLW on Fox, following the game each week, and it's hosted by Kelli.
Good on you, Kelly. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks, guys.
See you, Kelly.
There we go.
The Ash, Lutzi and Susie O'Neill podcast.